What up, guys, and welcome to Rapture City. The game that you're seeing at the moment is the second to last game I played before I had my account button reset. So I've been thinking over the last couple of days and thinking, how am I going to do this video and how am I going to do the second video? And basically what I'm going to do now is, instead of complaining for about 8.5 minutes, which is how long the video is, I kind of thought, why don't I give like tips and hints on how to use the certain classes which I'm using. The class that you're seeing at the moment, I think, if I remember rightly, the setup is the striker with damage and extended mag. Quite a newbie class, but as you'll see, it's pretty effective on this map. So it's a striker with damage and extended mag. Sleight of hand I have switched on. I think it's don't think it's quick draw. No, assassin pro and steady aim pro. Yeah, so this episode is not going to just be about the striker, it's going to be shotguns in general. I'm just going to have a brief talk over shotguns, how to use them effectively, which ones you want to try and avoid, which ones you want to use. But to be honest, with ones that you want to use, they're pretty much all good once you get certain stuff for them. So say range and damage are obviously the best two proficiencies you can have on shotgun. I know they have this new glitch now with the sniper rifles and damage. I completely disagree with it. It ruins sniping completely, and then you got people with MK14s who use it as well, but that's got nothing to do with this episode. It'll be a different episode. So it's a game of team deathmatch on Seatown. It was the second to last game that I played, and it was with the striker for the whole game. I'm using specialist. The way it unlocks is Scavenger Pro, Blast Shield Pro, Dead Silence Pro, and then it goes from Dead Silence Pro to the specialist. And the majority of the stuff I had unlocked to Pro already. And equipment, I'm using the motion sensor, the portable radar, and for the lethal equipment I'm using grenades. The only reason I use grenades is if I'm not using grenades, I'll probably end up using throw knives. I hate Sentexes because you can't cook them, you have to throw them and then you've got that time limit until when they explode. And the motion sensor, because this map and the motion sensor it's one of the deadliest combinations to have a striker and a motion sensor, especially in this area of the map. You can just see where they're coming from. You can take your time, which throughout the game you'll see me doing. I just take my time on certain kills. I don't try to rush the play or anything. It's just that I take my own time. I get the kills. Once I get the kills, I move to a different area, check my back, which is the main thing I usually don't do. I usually don't check my back, which is why I get killed from behind majority of the time. But I check my back, I play tactically, and I end up doing, I think it's a 48-7 in the end. So I was quite happy with a team deathmatch score like that. Doesn't come around every day with a score that good on a game like team deathmatch. So yeah, let's get on with the shotgun side of things. The shotguns in the game are the USAS 12, KSG, the SPAS 12, the AA 12, the Striker, and the Model 1887s. The shotguns which I mainly use is obviously the Striker, and I've had a couple of goes on the SPAS 12. So I'll start from the lowest up. So the USAS 12, it's a semi-automatic. And it's an automatic if you hold the trigger down. I think, I can't remember. Please don't quote me on that. I'll just stick with the semi-automatic for now. It's not the most powerful of shotguns, but it does come with a magazine, so it's a semi-auto with a magazine. So it's not a pump action like the KSG or the SPAS 12. So basically, you need to get quite close to go and kill somebody, but once you get within a certain distance, it does become quite good. Later on, when you start getting the range and damage, that's when the gun starts showing its true colours, especially if you put range on it and you put extended mag on it. The damage will go up because of the little small glitch on the extended mags, which, if you didn't know already, if you have extended mags on a shotgun, instead of having 5 or 6 pellets coming out without extended mag, you have about 8 or 9 pellets in each shell come out, so it does that smallest little bit of damage. But with the striker and with the USAS and the SPAS 12, if you've got extended mag on it, it works an absolute charm. You'll be running around the map, you'll be dominating. Yeah, people won't be able to do much about it. You'll be pretty unstoppable unless you get quite unlucky. So yeah, the USAS, literally just take your time with it. You don't want to be running around like you do with the striker. You want to be controlling an area. You want to be taking things slow. You want to be as in a close confined space as possible. So maps like Interchange, don't bother using it on. You would have no room at all to negotiate what you want to do with the striker, or sorry, the USAS. So basically just keep it to close confined quarters, and once you get the proficiencies for it, it becomes quite a good gun. Now for the next two, I'm going to do both pump action guns, both the SPAS 12 and the KSG together. Don't bother using them unless you have got the skills and like the technique of using those guns, especially the KSG. Then I really wouldn't bother using them. I mean, the KSG is very low damage, not much ammo, and the time for it to pump back on the shotgun is quite a long time. So I don't see the point in people using it. Not many people do use it. Same with the SPAS 12, but the SPAS 12, it's got a decent ammo capacity, not amazing, but then the pump on it is quicker than the KSG. But still, from Modern Warfare 2, it's nowhere near as powerful as what it was in Modern Warfare 2. So that's been nerfed quite a lot from Modern Warfare 2. Unless you get damage for it, just don't touch it. There's no point. You can, as soon as you get to stuff like you can stick with the USAS until you get to like the AA-12 if you really want to, or if you get to the striker. And going on from that, the AA-12, it's good. Just put it that way. People complain, oh, it's a fully automatic shotgun, why are you using that, you noob? Good guns make good players better, and if you put it in a noob's hands, it makes the noob able to play the game more efficiently. That's why people say, oh, guns are overpowered, it needs to get nerfed. The FMG9s, the Type 95, the Striker, everybody's been saying, oh, they need to get nerfed because they're too powerful. They're only too powerful is because they're good guns, and if you look carefully, apart from the Type 95, I think they do get unlocked quite later on in the game, apart from the FMGs. But the thing is, with the FMGs, to get a Kimbo for it, you need to work your ass off. You can't just run around and bloody well start off a Kimbo. Yes, the spray on it without a Kimbo, it's not amazing, but it's alright. But to get it akimbo, you've actually got to put the work in for it, so I don't see why they're complaining about it. To hurry up this video, the striker, once you get damage for it, and once you get range for it, and then you get the extended mags for it, it becomes quite a deadly gun. I'd just put it that way. The best tip for it though is, with all shotguns, just to aim a little bit lower than the player's chest, because of the recoil, especially with the striker, you're going to need to hit it more than once. And the models, in my opinion, just leave them. There is no point in having them there. The lever action takes too long. Not enough damage. So this is Serenity 97. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please look forward to more videos. You people.